it's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Minnesota Vikings. Taking it about the 1. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This defense for the Jets, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook, his running back. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
On 1st down, Wilson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game, CD, some are calling it the game of the year. Others are saying, hey, this is the Super Bowl preview. And as we speak, these are the top seeds in each conference. How do you think these two teams approach this one internally?
And I think that we both subscribe to the theory that it is the game of the year so far, and it could be a Super Bowl preview. I know outwardly both teams are going to tell us, hey, it's 1 of 16. We're going to do what we do. Let's just go ahead and play our game. But I think we both know that internally, they're saying we've got to establish we're the team to beat in case we see them again.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. Cousins gives way to Cook. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Cousins on 3rd and 2. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers at that situation, they really become magnified.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. They'll run for the first time with Michael Carter. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's fielded at the 45. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Past the 20.
This is too easy right
and
here.
He takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Point after, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Back to throw here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Jets 14, Vikings 3.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play fake. Cousins. Airing it out deep for Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, Cousins. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And this won't be enough. A good secured tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they'd never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year, playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's a give to Carter. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson being chased out left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 43. A handoff for Carter. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 18.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
That's to Davis. He's got it. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They go play action. Cousins. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Looking left side, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. That catch good for only a couple. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call, because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. It's Cousins on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Kirk Cousins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it, because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. On second down, a run with Carter. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Throwing is Wilson. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. So Wilson will depart, and on comes Matt Amendola for the Jets field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Cousins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Cousins on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Cousins' throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. This time, the extra point up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one caught by Crowder. And he's got this down to the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. The extra point up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st down, it's Carter, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Another run on 2nd down with Carter. And he's going to be stopped just short of the 1st down marker at the Vikings 16. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Here's the ex-Florida Gator, Lamichael Pirine. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. To throw is Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. It's complete. Jamison Crowder with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point safely through, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. The throw down the field caught by his running back. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Minnesota. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, here's Cousins. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth-quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Wilson. That's complete to his running back, Carter. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because
And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 63 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting, but obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden,
whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Jets, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Miami Dolphins come to town. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, it's just their third loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.